So this season, head coach Vic Schaefer has moved Madison Booker to the 4th spot. In the past, she's played small forward, but honestly, with the way that they run their offense, she can play 1 through 3 and obviously 4. At times, she's the focus of the offense. She initiates the offense, and that makes her a matchup nightmare. She's 6'1", and with her skill and agility, she can play anywhere. This season, in the new quote-unquote role, she's put up 16 points, 7 rebounds, almost 4 assists on 54% shooting. And although this is just game 3, she's on track to average what she's been averaging through her first 2 seasons. I don't think that this change really impacts Texas offensively. They run a 4-out, and when she dives into their high post, her and Olaker have a really strong 2-man game. And even though it's very young in the season, Olaker looks more confident than ever, and she's important to the roster coming off of the bench. That type of energy, she can truly take over moments. This season, off of the bench, she's averaging 13 and 5, and at 6'6", you want that type of confident energy coming off of your bench. All that to say, offensively, they are fine with her at the 4th spot, but the question lies is, can she defend the 4th spot? Their last game against the Raging Cajuns, none of the players on their roster were over 5'11". But what looks to have been the toughest matchup of their season thus far was against the Richmond Spiders, and Maggie Dugan put up 22. And Dugan is 6'2", so she's a bit of a more sizable forward. Texas is deeper than they were last season. They have 4 transfers. Brea Cunningham is one of them. She came from Arizona. She's starting. She's a 6'4" forward, currently averaging 10 and 9 rebounds. Texas grabbed a lot of size out of the transfer portal. All 4 players that transferred in are forwards listed over 6'1". They have 2 freshman guards. Aaliyah Crump is one of them, and she's starting. She's 6'1", averaging 13 points on 47% shooting. So Texas looks reloaded. Their roster appears stronger this season than it did last year, and they made it to the Final Four last season. For me, I look at this team, I see a lot of talent on paper. I see experience, but what I don't see, what I'm questioning is, do they have that dog in them? What I remember about Texas last season is they laid down. I felt like they laid down in the Final Four against South Carolina, and they did a lot of complaining post-game about home court advantage and rules of the tournament. So that's a red flag to me. And then Madison Booker is their star. But I haven't seen her get into that mode and just go crazy when it counts. I don't know if she has that dog in her. Something is missing and is not within her skill and ability. It's the mind state. But what are your thoughts, Hoops Tribe? How do you feel about Texas moving Madison Booker into the 4th spot? And what are your thoughts on them thus far? Let's talk hoops.